Alright, I'm smoking. 3, 2, 1.
So this is a game where I had a whopping 35 kills on Jett with an added whopping 10 first bloods. We're going to be breaking down the thought process on how to hard carry like a radiant Jett main. So jumping back to pistol round, before I buy, I make sure to ask the question. What do you want to hit?
I don't want to go B.
Down. So with the idea of going B in mind, that's when I go with a Frenzy buy over the Ghost. Frenzy is really strong when it comes to close range, which is going to be perfect for the B site. And fun fact, if you buy the Frenzy over the Ghost, that leaves you just enough credits to be able to also buy an updraft on top of a smoke. So you get extra utility. This is important because I plan on updrafting on top of site into my own smoke as an entry path. I'm gonna just watch out for the late garage. Oh, he's peeking fast. So here, as I'm tossing my smoke, I make sure to hold it just to make sure it's perfect. I messed up a little bit by not updrafting a little earlier because I get hit by the trip. But since I'm hit by the trip, I just make sure to stay in my smoke and stay tucked close to the wall to make sure I can't be spammed from both links. After that, I quickly try to check back sight until I hear a lot of noise towards C link, so I try to catch the timing in the smoke. We're garage, both opposite sides. So here, a small note, but I think it's really important. Not that it matters because we end up losing the round anyways, but I just make sure to let my teammates know exactly where both enemies are. I'm dead, but I just want to make sure everybody's up to speed and everybody's on the same page. Anyways, we got to go in the second round because we took an L. And to be completely honest, in the beginning of this game, I have a very slow start. But that's okay because I can have impact in other ways for now until my aim warms up. A Cypher on C, Neon just playing garage. I think he's probably hitting A to be honest.
He didn't even have a trip on C. He has a trip here, trip here.
Oh really? I think he starts it on C and then puts it late garage if he doesn't hear anything. So here, the enemy Neon has been garage twice and Cypher has been anchoring towards C every round so far. With my Cypher calling out the trips that the enemy Cypher's been tossing, something really important clicks in my head when I remember back to the very last death that I just had. I tripped really late. I even call it out, and that's that the Cypher is tripping C late. So what I'm thinking here is that their Cypher is playing to counter enemy Sova shock dart lineups that'll break the close trip that's on C that's really standard for Cyphers. So now that I'm thinking on that, that gives me an idea for a strat. You guys want to try contacting C?
Yeah, we can.
Dude, I think this Cypher takes away his trip or sits with it out in his hand. Cypher can just go cage long. So I just want to contact all the way up, no noise, just guns out, ready to burst the second we get spotted. My Cypher's going to toss a cage A to deny any sort of info. And all I plan on doing is trying to catch the Cypher with his pants down. Go for it.
Enemy tag. CT, man.
Sit underneath me. Sit directly under me.
CT.
Oh wait, I got smoked. Yeah, the very last
106
second.
trynna, no heal. Nice. Both there.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Jumping back, I completely worked the Cypher. I got tagged by the cam as I dashed in, and as soon as I heard the cage go up on my left, I faked me taking out the tag and then instantly pounced in the smoke to kill him while he's trying to get a free kill on the Jett who's taking out the camera dart. Anyways, further back on the contact play, turns out I was wrong on how he was playing. Maybe on the prior round he was just AFK or something, or simply just tossing map control trips against an eco. Regardless, the contact play worked well because we already know he has at max only one trip on site. So by us contacting up, we get to break the trip and overwhelm him before he has any help from his team. I'm trying going fast A here.
I'm going long, not going short.
I'm gonna go long. So this next round we're trying our hand at rushing A. I make sure to clear A long thoroughly before dashing out into my own smoke.
Close there. One shot.
Close. I can't believe he was there. I end up getting taken out, and the round boils down to a 1v1 that we unfortunately lose. Jumping back though, if you're wondering why I went left instead of right, that's because when I dashed in, I saw two bodies back sight. If I go right and force that fight against those two dudes, that's a 1v2, so I instantly have a disadvantage. And I don't have anybody to trade me because my teammates are a little bit too far behind me long and they aren't quick enough to follow my dash. So instead I go left because I see my Reyna flying up short and I see an opportunity to pinch the smoke with her. Unfortunately, I trust my spam in this corner a little bit too much and I got punished for it. Like I said, this game was a slow start because back-to-back rounds I get sat down by their Neon. The round thereafter, we went on an eco, but we were all just pretty much playing picks. There wasn't really much thought behind it. See. So this round, we go back to what was working because we know the Cypher is tossing at max only one trip on C. After that opening pick, immediately get traded. The round's looking a little dicey, but Sova goes huge and sends us home.
You take bomber pick. I'm gonna try to kill someone.
I just try to fake.
They
I'm
ran
just
off
wait out the
A,
dirt
man.
and then
Use
just
my
take A
util.
late. This round, myself has a plan that has him making a lot of noise towards C. So I'm chilling towards the A lane, just playing really ratty to try to punish anybody who thinks that we're going to be full hitting C again. Sadly, I didn't get to pick on the Neon, but after I clear A long, something that you have to understand is that Neon saw me. So if they see the Jett, who is the entry leaning towards A, that might ring the bells in their head that it's a fake, so we go back C. There we go.
70 garage, no heal.
Nowhere to run!
Last player standing. Spike down.
Stay down.
Q's that close. So the coordination wasn't really there. We kind of whiffed on the execution on the last round, even though we had them where we wanted them. So we go back to just playing it simple.
I'm just gonna go A again. Save your dart for long. Don't worry about long. If you just dart sight, I think that'll be huge.
So since I've noticed that these guys don't really like fighting A long, I tell my Sova to save his dart to help us get a leg up on sight instead with it.
I think he's like outside of it.
So now we have full sight control, so we gotta switch it up now and play defense. Since I'm towards hell, I want to make sure that I'm first contact and applying a lot of pressure so the other team hesitates when it comes to walking out. That's because my Reyna's in a one and done spot over here in this corner, and so if I get all the attention, that'll set her up for the future.
One enemy remaining. Flawless.
Let's just hit C together. Make it easy. So you try delaying your dart a little bit for after like they're starting to flood back sight and they sight smoke.
Watch out, let me in the corner real quick.
Yep.
Unit actuation.
Dropping smoke.
Yeah.
One down.
Spike down.
I got shocked.
I start heating up, but then I get shut down by a straight shock dart. Round boils down to a 1v2 that we unfortunately lose. Going back to the entry pathing, this round I dash on top of the platform. Something to keep in mind though is that right here I have zero intentions of leaving my smoke until I get some sort of cue on where the enemy is. In this case, my teammate calls him out. I don't know if he saw him or heard something, but I trust my team.
One's backside.
Going into the next round, I buy an operator. That's because we as a team have only had real success when it comes to bulldozing sites. And that's something they've noticed and adjusted to. Because in the most recent rounds, it's felt like we've run into a stack every single time we try to rush into a site, and we've been getting destroyed. So that tells me that they're kind of just chilling towards the middle lane of the map so they can quickly rotate to whatever site we make noise towards. If they're rotate happy, the operator on attack will be great for picking them apart and take advantage of their tempo change.
You could push through A and jump over the trap.
Oh, 1A.
Yeah, there it is.
Bomb is C man.
He's still like stuck close left, I'm pretty sure.
You guys don't have bomb is C man.
Cypher's gonna ulti this real quick. Yeah, just
Cutting force caliber.
One
do.
enemy remaining.
The second my Reyna dies and the enemy Cypher ults, I run away because the last thing I want to do is get pre-fired or wall banged or whatever when I get revealed. One of the most crucial things to do in 2v1 scenarios like this is to simply just prioritize your life. You tagged him again? If I commit to an angle and hard commit to a 50-50 gunfight, that's just making his life easier. We don't want that. Going into the defensive pistol round, all I do is buy a ghost. I plan on being an op crutch this game, and my favorite way to save for that is to just buy a ghost and no utility at all. If things go my way, I can be sniping by at least round 3. I was distracted, so I didn't get to really peek anything aggressively, but it's all good, because now I get to rotate quickly to A to help out my team.
Yeah.
Enemy
Last two
kill.
out on site.
So here I'm getting a lot of the attention, just pretty much being a guinea pig in hopes for my two teammates towards our spawn to be able to quickly collapse and pinch the players that I'm stalling against. Unfortunately, our clove was having technical difficulties and we unfortunately end up losing the pistol round again.
Oh, his game's bugging. Audio
You good, bro?
This round I'm full saving because as you can see, I'll be able to just afford an operator next round if I do. We gamble stack C, but since they're going A, I think that is a perfect chance to get an orb at least. We don't win the round, but I do sneak a kill, which will help my economy for the next round. On top of that, I get this in all chat. This is an opening to cook up some mind games and cook up a nice devious rage bait angle. Not gonna lie, I totally missed this when I was playing, but this 5 Facebook accounts comment is so stupid that it made me laugh. Anyways, now I can glass cannon my operator and still get a little bit of util on the side. Fuck. I don't know.
Close quarter.
They're faking this pressure. They're faking this pressure. C.
So here, since my cipher is stuck on site, I book it onto site as well to support him by holding the left side. Nice, thank you. You pick up left?
B.
Unfortunately, I'm too slow, old, and fat to be able to flick hard enough to kill the guy on the right side and keep going, but luckily, Mommy Reina's there to close it out. I'm probably gonna commit to A here, not gonna lie. Do they dart long solo?
Commercial use.
Yeah, well,
Need a drop.
did you ask if I dart long?
No, do they dart?
Here.
Good one?
Yeah, I'll shoot it.
Your combat
Do you want my dart or no?
Yeah, if you've been doing it, go for it.
They cage.
Okay, I'm gonna
unit actuation.
try to kill him.
validated.
Shooting through it.
Current their vision.
Or
Oh my god, he headshotted me. I'm 1 HP, I'm backing up. So since I'm 1 HP, I use that as a perfect excuse to go play safe and hide in heaven and continue to rage bait. Rage bait mind games like this are unironically really effective in ranked, especially against duelist players.
One enemy remaining.
Something I can't stand is being toxic to your own team. Being toxic to the other team, though, on the other hand, is something that I love. It's just like a sports thing. It's something I grew up with. Anyways, the next round, I'm heading right outside of garage because with the very last round, we broke their economy. Since they're going to be broke, people love defaulting towards the middle of the map, aka garage or maybe B site, because that's where close quarters weapons strive. So that's where I'm going to be playing to shut them down.
Spike down B.
I don't know. Their sub is hitting.
One enemy remaining.
Bro, their Silva actually has some goofy darts. I don't know how they're fucking tagging me, but like they just keep tagging me. The next round I head towards C. They haven't hit it yet, so they're bound to try it eventually. The most important thing about using an operator on Jett is to make sure you're floating around the map. Being unpredictable is going to be your greatest strength. Oh, they're going to run through. I'm picking right.
everything's gonna be late.
I smoked the dart. Sadly, we get overwhelmed, and this neon stun completely stops me from being able to help my cipher. So now the play is to punish overextends and then wait for my teammates to group up. Good job.
Spike planted.
Oops.
Last player standing.
Sadly, we get wiped out and our retake is unsuccessful. It's all good though because I get an operator back in my hands the next round and I head right back towards C. They won it convincingly, so I'm hoping that they try again because this time I'm cooking up some countermeasures. You think you can sit here and try breaking drone early? Just watch out. I'm kind of scared that they'll peek and kill you. That they'll kill you. Just like stand and just don't hard commit. See you again.
Hey.
They smoked it.
No. For the rest of the round, I pretty much just hold it down on C and get virtually zero action while my team closes it out. For the next round, admittedly, I'm being pretty cringe in chat, but I know this guy's eating it up, so whatever. Anyways, this round I'm floating over to garage to hold this sliver of an angle to catch anybody walking in this grass area. Droning C. So here, as I hear the drone C-Lung, I instinctively walk into garage to hide from it as if they're gonna rush C. Before I double take and realize since I killed the Reyna earlier in garage, they may have been setting up for a C-split, so I could be in major danger in garage. So the safest play right here would be to dip out into backside towards my team. Yeah. So right here, I make a big mistake randomly shooting the smoke. But the reason I did it was because it was a neon, and if I killed him through smoke, it would have been funny. But since I did shoot through the smoke, it allowed him to walk out.
Like I never
Garage.
Running away from the...
I know exactly where you are.
Pick it right. And just like that, the round turned into a 2v2. But here I see an opportunity to get a good timing, so I try to book it towards A long on a flank. Can't be going A.
Spike planted.
So right here, I'm making sure I take my time. There's still plenty of time, so there's no reason to rush it yet.
I'm darting.
My Sova calls that he's going to dart, so I immediately try to capitalize on the info that he's going to give us. Something danger out there? Did you rewrap long?
One enemy remaining.
Blocking sight.
Could rewrap long.
Or it could be heaven.
Think so? Could be heaven. Sadly, I was a little bit too late for the drop because I low-key expected them to try to double up towards A short and one guy to wrap it. May have overthought it big time, but it's all good because my Sova is the go and he clutches up. This guy's a W teammate, shout out to that guy. Going into the next round, they're broke, so just like I mentioned earlier, I'm going mid to shut down any attempts at them trying to get up close and personal. I'm thinking to try B, not gonna lie, they have a really bad buy.
They ran a blind.
Rush. Okay, I'm tucking so it won't hit me.
Hi! I'm pissed!
Oh, that's finally gonna be a hard commit. It's gonna be a hard commit. Let's go for Sova.
Flashing, flashing. Go, go, go.
Go for Sova.
Both out.
One enemy remaining.
Backside.
Spike down A.
Unfortunately, I'm extremely washed and I only come out with 1 kill. But on the bright side, at least I'm not as washed as my buddy here. Nice. Wait!
You had your fun.
Oh, thank you.
My turn.
That's insane.
Going into the next round, I head towards C because I'm gambling that they continue switching it up. I'm playing close right this time, and I'm hoping that they don't clear me or there's neon walls and stuff like that and allows me to get a nice trigger discipline play, or I'm hoping for at least a timing peak similar to what I did earlier with the op pick on neon. Well, let's see.
Camera taken out.
I'm not worried about the thing. Try to stay light. Oh, nice, that's huge. Keep break dart. Dude,
Garage
we're
one.
chilling.
Going down.
One enemy remaining.
3.
Good spike.
No charges left.
Jumping back, here I instantly realized that it's going to be impossible for anybody to break that Sova dart. So I try to use it to my advantage by timing it so that I can walk into the smoke the exact moment it's about to ping. The timing's so close that the Sova doesn't expect me to peek him, so I catch him with his pants down and his Uto out, while the Trynna is close behind, ready to flash out the smoke, giving me the easiest 2 kills of my life.
Appreciate it.
Wait, Clove, where are you? Take this, Clove.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, I see what Max is doing.
I didn't even know it was a chick.
Thanks.
Yeah, okay.
Bought a beat. Neon's dink. Oh, young, nice.
He delivered us the bomb.
Ow. After getting absolutely clotheslined through the smoke, our Clove goes huge and mops up the round for us.
Negative buy. A lot, eh?
Short 105.
Spike down A.
Okay, there.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, he crossed. Dude, I got flashbangs.
Take off me. Take off me.
Left side.
He knows you're there. He knows you're there.
Nice, GG's. And that's how you drop a boring 35 bomb on Jett.